Hi everybody. Today we are going to make a smart light which can be controlled by Amazon Alexa, Google Home, etc. The main attraction of this project is that you don't need any additional devices other than an Alexa app installed in your smartphone, which is absolutely free. This smart bulb is built around an ESP826612E chip with very few components, and the total cost will be less than $4. Let's have a look how it performs first. In this video, I only cover Alexa controls. As I mentioned earlier, it can be controlled by Google Home, etc. So let it be your homework. Alexa, smart light white.
Okay.
Alexa, smart light green.
Okay.
Alexa, smart light blue.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Alexa, smart light blue.
Okay.
Alexa, smart light crimson.
Okay.
Alexa, smart light purple.
Okay.
Alexa, smart light white.
Okay.
Alexa, smart light warm white.
Okay.
Alexa, smart light brightness 50.
Okay.
Alexa, smart light brightness 10.
Okay.
Alexa, smart light brightness 100.
Okay.
Alexa, smart light salmon.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa, smart light salmon.
Okay.
Is this a salmon color? No, of course it is not. It's just a simple hack to turn the smart light to a mood light. This facility is available on all smart bulbs available in the market, but need an app by the respective company to switch it on, to trigger it. Here we are triggering the mood light by Alexa itself. If you want to keep salmon color, you may use any other color as you wish, provided you change the code accordingly. Now let's go ahead and see how to make our own dirt cheap, I would say, smart light. Already don't have an account, just sign up. Give in your credentials and make an account. For me, I have already have an account, so I'll go there directly. There's no any devices here at the moment, so we go here, go to devices, add device. So we need to give a name. So here I'm going to give a name, smart light. Description can be again smart light or whatever you want. Device type is smart light bulb. You can decide a room. Now it's already in living room by default. I leave it as it is. You can play with it and change it if you want. Go to next. Don't need to do anything here. and again next. You can change these settings if you want, or just press the next button again. They're also the same, not necessary, but you can change them if you want and save it. So now these are the things we need, these credentials we need this in the code. Okay, so later you will have to come back here and copy this and paste it in the code, which you can find in the description. Okay, I'll show you how to do that when we reach there. So we are done with the Scenic Pro for the time being. Okay, now this project involves handling 230 volts, and we are using a open frame SMPS module to step down the 230 volt AC to 5 volt DC. So you may get exposed to the live parts of the SMPS module, which can cause electrical shock, burns, or even a fatal injury. So take extreme caution, or you can use a insulated charger type power supply as well to be on the safe side. Okay, now let's have a look at the schematic diagram of our smart light hardware. This is the diagram. It's very simple. It has got on an ESP 826612E chip, a 3.3 volt regulator, an RGB LED, and 3 transistors and few resistors. Here is the bill of materials. ESP826612E module, 1 piece, 5 volt 1 amp SMPS module, AMS 117 3.3 volt regulator, RGB LED SMT 3 watts in 1 number, VD139 NPN transistors to drive the LEDs, and a few 1K resistors, and 2 watt resistors to power the LED up, and a common PCB. That's what I use. You can design a professional PCB with your favorite PCB design software, but I just assembled it on a piece of dot matrix board. So assemble this first, then we will move forward to programming the chip with the code which is included in the description. Which is included in the description.
So this is how I assembled the smart light PCB on a dot matrix board with the ESP8266 chip, 3 transistors, the regulator is on the other side, and these are the resistors supplying voltage to the LED. Then this is the power supply module that I'm using. I purchased from Amazon.com. It's a 5 volt 1 ampere power supply. So as I mentioned before, be careful because these parts are live. Okay, so be very careful while handling this, or you can use a insulated type power supply as well. Now let's go ahead and see how we program this, how we flash the code which can be downloaded from the description into this chip.
Now let's go ahead and see how we now let's go ahead and see how we program the ESP8266. Have made a schematic here. This is the same schematic as we have seen before. Now I have added the USB to UART converter. Actually, this is for ESP826601, which can be plugged directly in here. I'm using the same. You don't need to waste money buying another one. It's very simple to wire it up. All that you need to do is to ground this pin 0 to make it to bring it to programming mode. Remember, you need to remove this after the flashing or writing of the code is done. Okay, then you need to attach a reset switch here, which I did not do actually. I just put a wire and I just touch it to the body. I'll show you that later because I didn't have a micro switch handy. Then you connect the 3-volt here, transmitter to here, and receiver to this pin, and that's all. Plug this into the computer, okay, and then you start Arduino IDE, configure it. I mean, you have to add the board details to the Arduino IDE, then we can start flashing. First of all, I will show you how I set up my board with this programmer. Then we will configure the Arduino IDE.
Of our programming setup, this is what I did. This is the board we previously saw, and this is the board we previously saw, and this is the power supply, and this is the USB UART board. Actually, this is for ESP826601, but I had this one already with me, so I decided to use this. Now, as you can see, it's plugged into the USB, and there are only 3 wires running up to the ESP826612E. The first one is ground, then the TX and RX. I did not give power supply, I mean the 3.3 volt from this board to this board, because I just powered this directly from the mains via this SMPS, so no need to give additional 3.3 volt. You can do it in either way, it makes no difference. So this is how the setup, and you can see the jumper here, the second one. Let me take a screwdriver. This one here, second one. This is the one that grounds the pin number 0 to ground, shorts it to ground, to make it in programming mode. Once the programming is finished, you need to remove this. This one is grounding the number 15 number pin to ground, which is required permanently, so that you can solder directly if you want. I just put a jumper, that's all. So this is the important one. Once you to make it in programming mode, you have to insert this, and once programming is finished, you need to remove this. That's all. And this is my reset switch. I did not wire a switch. It just touched to the ground, and you can see the LED flashing. Looks a bit ugly, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and set up our Arduino IDE, then flash the program.
Now, what we need to do is to open Now, what we need to do is to open Arduino IDE. If you don't have it already installed, go to official Arduino site and download it and install it. Then, before that, you need to go to the description and download the Arduino code for the smart light. And then once the Arduino IDE opens, open this code and then open the Synric Pro website as well, where we created a new device. We need that credential to be added to this code. So this is the one that you need to download from the description and open in Arduino IDE. Then scroll down and go to this line where it says define app key, define app secret, define light ID. Okay. Then go to this Synric.pro. Go to the main menu and go to credentials, where you can see the app key and app secret. Copy the app key. Come back to the uh, Arduino IDE and copy it here, paste it here. I already done it. You have to do the same with app secret and light ID. Light ID can be found here in devices. This is light ID. You can copy this. And for the other credentials, go to credentials. You can see the app key and then the app secret. You can simply copy it and paste it there. Clear? Okay. Now we need to add the board details to the Arduino IDE. For this, go to File, go to Preferences, and add this line. I have already shown this in the programming mode PNG. You can see it here. Copy it and paste it there. And say OK. Then go to Tools. Go to the Board Manager. Taking a while, I don't know. Okay, type ESP8266. You will get this. Here you will be seeing a button called written install. Just install it. Here it's saying remove because I have already installed it. And close it. Okay, then go to Tools. From the boards, I already selected it. Select ESP826 boards and select generic ESP826 module. Select the right port and then go to Sketch and start uploading. It will start compiling, then it will write. It will take some time, so I'm not going to show all the process. If everything goes well, you can see uploading done here at last. Okay. Now we will go forward and see how it works again. So once the program is written to the chip, remove this USB UART programmer. Remove this grounding, pin number 0. That's very important, otherwise it will not start up. Okay, and put that your smart light in an enclosure you like. You know what I did? I just put it inside an old solar lantern. As you so in the beginning introduction. Yeah. So I don't know what you have with you, or you can even put that inside an LED bulb. If you make the board very compact, maybe you'll need to use a double side PC. The next thing we need to do is to add our smart light to the available Wi-Fi network in the area which you have access to. Actually, in this code, I did not include any SSID or Wi-Fi address and password, which is a normal practice. But instead, I'm using a library called Wi-Fi library, which is a very intelligent library that creates an access point automatically, and we can connect the desired Wi-Fi network ourselves manually. The advantage is that if you have to change your password, Wi-Fi password for some reason later, you don't need to write the code. I mean, modify the code again and flash it again. Or if you take the smart light to some other place with a different SSID, you can connect it easily through your smart device settings manually. Now, to do this, go to the settings of the smart device, and you can see an SSID called Auto Connect AP. Click on that, and the password is password, PASSWORD, or small letters, and click join. And click on that again, and this screen will appear, Wi-Fi manager. Click on configure Wi-Fi. It will show you the available networks. So this is one I have access to, the first one. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to enter the password. See, it's connected, and the automatically created SSID disappeared. Now this password and SSID will be saved into the EEPROM of the Smart Light ESP8266 board. So whenever it starts next time, it will connect automatically if that network is available. Otherwise, you have to go to settings and connect a new network. The next thing is to configure Alexa. Let us see how to do that. The next step is to configure our Alexa app. In order to do this, you need to download the Alexa app and install it in your smart device. Then open it. Click on more, skills and games, and search for SynRig Pro. Click on SynRig Pro. Click on enable to use to do the account linking. To do the account linking, you need to use the same credentials that you used when you created an account on SynRig Pro.
I'm not a robot. Sign in. Close. Next, we need to add the smart light to the list of devices. In order to do this, switch on the smart device, the smart light, plug it in, switch it on, and click on Discover Devices. It will take a while. Saying no device is fine, and saying check if device is already set up. So let's see that. It's already set up here, smart light. Maybe I did it before. So just click on the smart light. The power is off. Power is on. I can see it's on now. You cannot see it. It's the same as I showed in the beginning, in the intro. Now power is off. Power is on. Less brightness. Brightness is increasing. To change the color, click here. There are a big list of colors: red, crimson, orange, gold. But if you click on salmon, as I explained earlier, it changes to a mood light. It's a small hack. In the code, you can see that I have selected the particular hue and saturation for salmon, and wrote a few lines of code to start mood light. If you want to use some other color instead of salmon, like orange or gold, you need to find out the hue and saturation of that particular color and use that in the code. Here you can turn it to cool white, daylight white, white, soft white. You can use the voice command as well. Alexa, smart light red. Okay. Yes, turn to red. Alexa, smart light salmon. Alexa, smart light green. Alexa, smart light green.
Did you mean smart light?
Alexa, smart light salmon.
Okay.
Okay, it has started the mode light. So this is how it works. Go ahead and enjoy. Make one. This can be controlled using many other applications like Google Home, Synric Pro app. They have got their own app. You can download it and use it to control this. The easiest one is Alexa. That's why I explained it. I leave the rest as your homework. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget the subscribe and like buttons are waiting for your kind press. Bye for now.